So I got a bad feeling that Sophie Cunningham is going to be out for quite a while. I have a bad feeling she's going to be out for quite a while. And if you're wondering why I am saying that, Sophie Cunningham has equipped the Twitter fingers. I normally say, normally when players fully go and gain the Twitter fingers, that something's gone wrong. Something may have gone wrong if they have now equipped the Twitter fingers. But Sophie Cunningham now has Twitter fingers, which is not ideal. Not ideal, you know. So basically, this is what has happened. Sophie Cunningham's sister tweeted out, maybe you should focus less on finding players for commenting on poor officiating, yada yada. And then somebody responded with protect athletes. Shut up, B word at her sister. When Sophie Cunningham took out JC Sheldon. Reality is, the referees dealt with it. Like, that's not, the complaint isn't that these things aren't happening. The complaints are that the referees are not dealing with it. Breanna Hartley stayed in the game when she yanked Angel Reese down by her hair. She literally yanked her down by her hair and she stayed in the game. Breanna Hartley undercut 2 people against the Seattle Storm. Like, there's an entire thread of Breanna Hartley committing dirty plays. And Breanna Hartley has not been chucked out for most of them. For the majority of the dirty stuff Breanna Hartley's done, she's not been chucked out. Sophie Cunningham rightfully got chucked for this. She got chucked for this. Anytime Sophie Cunningham does something that is technical foul worthy, she gets a technical foul. That is the referees doing their job. The referees doing their job is not preventing anything happening. The referees doing their job is making sure they call the right things and that they stop any complete escalation. The only thing the referees did wrong was allow Marina Mabrey to stay on the floor. JC Sheldon should have been, like, the reality is that JC Sheldon and Marina Mabrey, JC Sheldon should have been given a flagrant foul, and Marina Mabrey should have been ejected earlier on in the game. But obviously our tempers flare up, and Sophie Cunningham goes and gets her back. Gets JC Sheldon back, and Sophie Cunningham gets rightfully chucked, and JC Sheldon gets chucked for attacking Sophie Cunningham, and same with Lindsay Allen. Like, it is what it is. And Sophie Cunningham, some of us are raised by the words of don't bite off more than you can chew, and some of us didn't. I don't know what that means. Those 4 letters mean. But, yeah. Should have considered playing Australian rules. AFL when you retire. I mean, AFL is supposed to be a sport that's, extremely physical. Is supposed to be extremely physical, and I actually think it's less physical than the W. I think there's less dirty plays in AFL than the WNBA. It's all fun and games until Sophie took judo when she was 6. Like, at the end of the day, I don't think there's anything that wrong with these scenarios. I think the referee called it. Correctly. I think it was a flagrant. Especially since flagrant too, especially since it incited a brawl. I think there's a big difference there. But, like, she's got the Twitter fingers. Now. Like, Sophie Cunningham's not responding to that many people on Twitter. She doesn't respond to that many quote tweets on Twitter. Like, it's very rare, even when she does retweet a lot. And it's clear that she is an avid Twitter user. But, like, you're looking at this, very, very rarely claps back and immediately claps back. Oh, I have a bad feeling. Like, this is why we stand Bria Hartley. Did you guys see the tweet being like before the game? It was like, I'll forgive you, Bria Hartley, if you do some, or it's like, if you do something to Sophie Cunningham today, I'll forgive you. And I'm like, Jesus, that was a badly timed tweet. She took out her knee. What does that mean? Honestly, what does that mean? She's given the energy WNBA is missing. How you're not entertained. Like, that's the thing when it comes down to it. Like, I can't remember if someone was like the WNBA's biggest superstar, Caitlin Clark, and their second biggest superstar, Sophie Cunningham. And it's like, I don't actually agree with that. But I do agree with Sophie Cunningham being one of the 8 most famous players in this league. Because at the end of the day, people don't realize they're like, oh, who are, like, you got to be a star player to be a star. No, Dennis Rodman was a star. Let's be completely real. Angel Reese is about the 25th best player in the WNBA. Sophie Cunningham is the 53rd best player in the WNBA. Alyssa Thomas is the 2nd best player in the WNBA right now this season. I mean, not third. Age has been actually really, really damn good recently. So let's give her 3rd this season. Like, she's not going, like, she's doesn't have 1/100th of the popularity of a Sophie Cunningham. And that's just a fact. That's just a fact. And that's the thing when it comes to these players where it's like, Sophie Cunningham plays for the Fever, hits a lot of threes, is 2nd in the league in true shooting percentage. So, like, elite role player. And, obviously is, I'm not going to say buying into or doing what's needed to be done to, grow her individual brand as well, which helps because she's hooping. If Sophie Cunningham, there was talks earlier on the year about whether or not Sophie Cunningham cared enough about ball, whether or not she was just doing what she was doing to build up her image. But at the end of the day, look, Sophie Cunningham is going to earn, like, if I was to make an educated guess in the WNBA, it would be, in terms of money earning in the next year, it would be Caitlin 1, Angel 2, Breanna 3, Aja 4. I think she might round out that top 5. Like, I think she might make as much money as Paige Bueckers in the next 12 months. Like, I don't think that's a crazy statement. And if not, she's somewhere between 5 and 10 for a player who would not have been top 25, top 30 prior to this season. So, it's one of those things where I'm a little bit worried at this type of response. Some of us were raised by the words of "don't bite off more than you can chew," and some of us didn't. Like, I just don't. I might be looking too far into this, but I think she's done, man. I think she's done. Like, I think the way she's responding is a little bit like somebody that kind of knows they've nothing to lose and would respond. So anyway, yeah, that is pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys think that this is just a random tweet, or am I reading way too much into this? Who knows? But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.